able to plant 15 hectares. Our production has increased from 2 tons of green bean to about 3,000. How ACDP made this happen is we received fertilizers, we received taplings for drying. ACDP came ahead and gave us an irrigation system.
Over the past few weeks, we have been profiling farmers all over the country who have benefited from the Agriculture Cluster Development Project aided by the Ministry of Agriculture. Today, you get to learn from the farmers in Kyenjojo the significance of good storage, the significance of good input, and the significance of marketing your product. Basically, the good that comes from value addition. Stick around and learn so much more.
We are still traversing Western Uganda, and from Fort Portal, the team sets off to Kyenjojo district as we are determined to reach that farmer who is benefiting. The lush greenery is to behold, and a clear indication of the natural beauty that cuts across our Pearl of Africa. As has been the norm on our trail, we get to pay a courtesy visit to the district, where we get to meet the district engineer who was the overseer of the roads rehabilitation for the road chokes.
The road chokes are a very important aspect of the ACDP project, as it's imperative for the farmers to get their goods or products across to the markets or target audiences. And as luck is on our side, for the first time we managed to get one of the supervisors on the project in Kyenjojo district. Give us an overview of the road choke situation in Kyenjojo district. We're talking about what was rehabilitated, how much you encountered, what was the damage, what was the impact. Basically, an overview, really.
Thank you very much. The road chokes in Kyenjojo are very many. There are very many, except that we got an opportunity. Maif at least helped us with 2, to rehabilitate 2. One is in Nyabaganga in Ntungo sub-county, and another one is in Ntuntu in Funjo sub-county. For example, the one we have just completed in Nyabaganga, there was nothing. Even it used to kill people, kill animals. Whenever animals would come to take water in the afternoon, they would fall in. People would not cross. There was no interconnectivity between villages. So I'm very happy because the impact it has right now. Vehicles are crossing, animals are drinking water, and people are able to connect from one village to another. In our region here, people are farmers. They cultivate maize, beans, Irish potatoes. And if you can go to the site itself, you will see them carrying what they produce, moving from one side to another, or one side to another. Yes. There are very many farmers, and I'm sure they have benefited a lot.
Now that we have an overview of what the roads are like, we proceed to see one of the road chokes in Nyabaganza, and the road network in some of the areas is indeed wanting. It was not an easy ride.
So you can see the place needs a little bit more of intervention from both the ministry and the government in general to aid more of the people in this area to get their produce to the markets.
Edison, the District Agriculture Officer and ACDP focal person, is here to help us fully understand what transpired at district level in regard to this wonderful project.
ACDP is one of the best projects that has been implemented in this country. At least I've been in service for the last 20 years, but there is no project that has created impact in the short time as ACDP. It had 4 components. The first component was increasing productivity on the farm, to see that the farmers actually produce more from a smaller area. Then the second one was market access. We wanted the farmers to access markets. Then the third one is policy, and the other one was program support. Where we had road chokes was the market access. Like you've seen this swamp, the swamp had divided the district into 2 parts. Someone to access service, since the market is Kampala side, someone had to travel 3 times the current kilometers accessing the Kampala road because of the swamp. Actually, someone has to pass through Fort Portal, near at Fort Portal, then turn again going back to Kampala. When the project ACDP made this swamp, it really assisted us. It connected two different parts. When we crossed the other side of the swamp, maize was buying at 300 shillings, while the other side of Kampala maize was buying at 900 shillings that time. So people, farmers or middlemen would use that chest. They cross the other side, they carry maize, they buy maize at 300, carry it on their head, then come and sell at 900 shillings. So you can imagine what impact it has created the other side of the swamp.
Edison walks us through what ACDP has been able to achieve here in Kyenjojo. The impact is visible and productivity has really increased. It is his plea that there is a phase 2.
If you see across the swamp, there are a lot of agricultural enterprises that have come up. You can see a lot of farms that have come up. You see a lot of buildings that have come up. The impact goes to over 10,000 farmers that are being impacted by this road.
Since the construction of this swamp, we have also had a market now in the center. People are able to transport their coffee, their maize, their milk products to market with no difficulty.
So the livelihood that side has changed.
Yeah, has changed. As you can see, even the road is very busy.
With ACDP came so many other opportunities and challenges alike. But over and above, the project opened farmers' eyes and opportunities.
People are now buying seed. This was impossible before this project. Even you would tell people, please, you plant certified seed. Say, for you, you're talking no seed. But now after this project, people are now buying seed. Last season, we looked for seed from Naseko. We couldn't even get a single seed. Here, fertilizer was only being used on tea. Maize, coffee, you'd never see. I didn't know any farmer who was using fertilizer. But after this project, because farmers bought the fertilizer, accessed it at a subsidy of 33%, they went and applied the fertilizer. And when they saw it working, nowadays they are buying on their own without government support. This is still the impact of this project. This district, almost 98% of our farmers are smallholders. They have like 2 to 5 acres, 1, 2 to 5 acres. So the fact that they are smallholders, it means they can produce between 5 and 10 bags. So what we did to our farmers, we organized them into groups, and these groups, we trained them how to market in one place. So the one of 2 bags, the one of 5 bags, the one of 10, they would come, put them in one place so that they make like 200 bags. Now the trader from Mubende, when you call him that have 200 bags, it becomes easier for him to come and pick the 200 bags, and it becomes economical for him. But the farmer, remember, since we have eliminated all the middlemen, he benefits from the price of Mubende or Kampala, and that's what we have been doing under matching grants.
Well, thank you so much. We have learned so much here, but hey, what's it to learn and not see or feel? Let's go check out a few of the farmers on ground. Stick around.
In a bid to look for a collective market, the farmers here came together and formed this cooperative. And with this effort, it was easy for programs like ACDP to come on board and push this cooperative to another level.
We are currently at Ribale Farmers Marketing Cooperative Society Limited, and we get to meet some of the beneficiaries from the matching grant in Kyenjojo district. Right now with me is Miss Nuro, the chairperson of the cooperative. It's nice to have you on the show. Kati tulina ki wano? Ki ekigenda mu maaso wano?
Wano tuli balimi ba Rwibale Farmers Marketing Cooperative. Cooperative yatandika 2013 mu mwezi gwa August. Tuli ba members 305. Tulima mu nnimiro zaffe ne tukunganyiriza wano. Government yatukolera obulungi ne tuzimbira store eno. Kakati tuleeta ebirimwa byaffe, kasooli, ebijanjaalo, soya bean, muwogo. Ne tuteeka wano ne tutereka. Tulyoke tufune akatale akalungi kubanga bwe mubeera n'ebirime bingi mufune akatale akalungi. Bwe twatandika okukunganya ne wajjawo omukulu ow'ekitiibwa Salimu Sale wano. N'atutunuulira n'agamba mazima ddala abakyala guno omulimu mugukola, ffe tugukola. N'atutestinga n'atuwa miliyoni za 5. N'agamba kamba testing na sente zange ezo. Muleete kasooli ekapeeka. Ezo zaali ttaani 10. Kye twakola abakyala ne twekolamu omulimu ne tukunganya kasooli waffe ne tutwala kasooli kapeeka. Era n'atuwa tiiki kubanga yali muyonjo akaze bulungi. Bwe twatandikira awo twelamula. Wadde leero kasooli tomulaba ng'agudde akatale. Twatunze abalala baatundira ku 5 4 naye ffe twasobodde okutundira ku 750. Project ya ACDP yatuyamba kinene n'atufaayo ne batuweereza ekyuma kiri muli naye tetulina ki tetulina transformer. Twandibadde natwe twongerako omutindo. Oluusi nazino abasuubuzi bye batwala ne bagula tusigala nga tukole ki nga tusaaliddwa. Twandibadde naffe tusigaza nga tukuba akahunga nga tukatunda 10,000.
So we're going to take a walk around and appreciate this machine center and what the project has done for the people in Kyenjojo. Naye nga musuubira gafuna ddi ag'amasanyalazi?
Amasanyalazi nakati ku ssaawa eno mubadde ndowooza mwatuuka mu kibira. Waliwo ofiisa wa ministry ava kunkubira nti enkya bagenda kutusindikira omuntu akole ki akole za calculations z'ebyabusi bimanye bya transformer.
Take me through.
Eno wano kasooli gye tumuyisa eyo kiliina kati ne banyiga epeesa eryahaala ne baleeta wano ne bigenda muwala ne bajjako akakuta. Kati bamala banyiga epeesa eryo ne baleeta mu mill wano gye bagenda okuseera. Kati bubasa akasooli agenda ensaana egenda kufulumira awo.
Ate bino
be baana baffe abawala tetwabalinza kasooli yekka. Twagala babeerewo. Gurupu eno egende kukulunda bwe banaatandika okukuba kasooli eno egende kusona nsawu bitambaala ngatto bwe tutyo bwe tuli nnyabo.
Okusinziira project we yali nga tenaba kujja then project we yajja njira ku minzaani
tenajja nga gye tuli tukolaki tulima project twali tulimanga bulijjo nga tusimba bwe tusimbanga bulijjo nga temuli fertilizer. Jjukira amataka gakati gakoze eki gagenze nga gonooneka. Kyokka project bwe yajja ne batuyigiriza okukozesa fertilizer. Mu ekemu abaali bajjamu ensawu 8 kati ekiseera kye bajjamu 18 15 bwe batyo bwe batyo. Ekyokubiri twali temanyi kukuuma mutindo. Batuyigiriza okukuuma omutindo bwe batuwa taplins ziri ne twandika bulungi kasooli waffe n'akala ate n'abeera muyonjo ne tukozesa ebyo ebitimba nga tukumuuta awo kyatuyambako.
We get to visit one of the maize fields for the cooperative, and the manager takes us through what and how it happens and to whether ACDP had an impact here.
What you are seeing is a garden for our group, for our cooperative, Rwibale Farmers Cooperative Society Limited, and it is sitting on a 4-acre space. However, there are some other gardens for the individual members just within the same village and other villages surrounding this area. Before ACDP came, we as farmers were planting anyhowly. Actually, within our village, we used to do planting or to do farming in a traditional way of just putting the seed into the mouth and just you spit just around. But when ACDP came, we got a chance of receiving some trainings, especially from the District Agriculture Office, trainings on good agronomical practices. We benefited from those trainings. We were offered taplins for post-harvest handling, that is PHH, I think if you have managed to be at our store, you see there is quality because of the taplings we got from the agriculture of the ACDP project. We got fertilizers, like you can see our garden, when we are planting, we applied NPK fertilizer. Previously we used to plant, for instance, an acre, we could get like four sacks. Those are around 400 kilograms. But after ACDP came, in an acre we can now get like 800 kilograms.
Food safety was a big problem here. Most of the maize that we are eating would be of poor quality, the posho. But under this project, it facilitated UNBS, it came on ground, it started sensitizing people about food safety. And as I talk now, we have 3 groups which have been certified and are having a chew mark. A chew mark is the one where you find there is a mark on the product UNBS. And therefore, these groups have started trading with government institutions, World Food Program, because they are sure of the food safety. But before this project, UNBS wouldn't even hear about that word in our district. Other alliances, like Bank of Uganda, had a very cheap credit facility, the agricultural credit facility. We would, like me, I would hear about it, but as I talk now, we have over around 15 farmers who have benefited under the agricultural credit facility. You can imagine it is lending farmers at 12%, but the normal commercial banks are lending farmers at 24%. So now farmers can access this facility. The other one is Microfinance Support Center. Microfinance Support Center was established by an act of parliament many years ago, but was not felt. So this project brought these organizations near to the people. The people accessed them. As I talk now, we have received over 700 million from Microfinance Support Center. It is also going to provide lorries to our farmer groups, especially our matching grants. The one of Nyangwanzi is receiving a lorry on credit. The one of Nyakatoma and the one of Charusozi. So all these ones, we would just hear about them. And when they were presenting reports, they would hear them saying, we are operating in Mbarara, we are operating in Kampala, but they were never felt in the villages.
The real beauty with this project was that it was designed to address the gaps identified. The issue was access to quality inputs, largely availability of these inputs and their quality. So, and they were not free. As I said, the farmers were taken through that decreasing subsidy amounts, and therefore when they are wind off, they should be used now to really doing agriculture as a business. The greatest opportunity that is there, if without any other project, is the PDM, the Parish Development Model, because the farmers are now having money across the country. Mind you, now with PDM, the farmer is accessing 1 million shillings. So our duty was to link the farmer and the agri-input dealer so the market system continues to function. The matching grants, they are not owned by the ministry, they are owned by the farm organizations. And it was for them to help support them improve their business that they were doing. So those are running there, they don't need the ministry. And some that also lacked electricity, supporting the connection. As I would say, there are a number out there that are not operational because of lack of power, but the ministry is collaborating with the Ministry of Energy, and most of them are going to be connected to power. And they run their businesses. The road chokes, these were community roads, but the agreement is that the project ministry will support in rehabilitating them and hand over to district local governments. So those continue from there. The context under which the project was set out, I should say I am satisfied with the achievements.
Today on our Farming Opportunities segment, agro-input dealers have been of great significance on this ACDP journey, as they are from whom the farmers got the authentic inputs. The ministry identified some of whom to work with, and today we are privileged to meet one.
Before, the turn-up of farmers to our input shops was low. This was in most cases farmers did not have enough experience of using these improved seeds, the fertilizers, the chemicals, or they had not realized the benefit of these things. So way back in 2018, around there 19, there came a project or a program. They tell our farmers, they came and trained our farmers using about ACDP, which was a program running in government, where they were giving farmers inputs at subsidized prices. But before these inputs were given to them, these farmers were being trained under ACDP, who was training them. The extension staff used to come and train these farmers, mostly in their farmer groups. So they trained them and told them that if you are to need input, government is looking at improving production and productivity, and improving production and productivity, you have to use good improved seeds, high yielding, early maturing, you have to look at quality, all those things. When the farmers came in, going to benefit from those benefits which came from government, taplings, improved seedlings, fertilizers. So after now using it for the first season, when government was giving them at a reduced price, farmers realized the importance. And these genuine products they brought, most cases, they would say, government brought genuine products. When I applied and used this fertilizer, it really worked. When I used this chemical, it really worked for me. When I tried to spray, the way I sprayed, it really worked for me. Actually, the pests have also done what? Died. Oh, when I planted bazooka, they would say, bazooka, that became a common name, bazooka, bazooka, bazooka. This maize variety was yielding very fast. Even as input dealers, we had to take a step to go to the district, to these extension workers, where do you get these inputs, where do you get these chemicals, and you find most of the products they brought, most especially the pesticides, and the pesticides most especially, and the seeds, most of them really worked. And most of these pesticides were mostly products of Bukora. So now a farmer comes with a trade name. I want a product of Bukora. Nyenda weed master, ekankora. You get it, Ninyenda umbazo gwa kweta dudaxilmectin, ukaba kagugaba gukankora. So you find now products of Bukora, So when you don't have any product of Bukora, for you are out of the business. So now this one really now encouraged us, interests us in bring those inputs. Now for us, the agro input dealers, how did we benefit? Increased sales. So when sales increase, for us now our profit margin does what? Increases. Second, yield among farmers increased. So farmers, after getting high yields, so how excited they can be, how happy they can be. So these farmers come back to us and buy. So they buy in large quantities. I would also thank Bukora for having genuine products and at least trying to avoid them to us. You know, they have those cars which bring to us here. You just come here. For us, we don't know sometimes Kampala, you just come at the wrong side here. Even have their schedule of movements, like on Tuesday, you know Bukora is passing. And you're fearing to buy these products from these other input dealers. So you say, let me wait for the vehicle when it comes on Tuesday, I go and buy. So it was a two-way traffic. We, the input dealers, we benefited because our farmers, when they have quality products, that means our health is also good. Then even the government, that implies that now, when it comes to the national market, our products can easily do to other countries.
It's undeniable that these projects change lives. They transform lives immensely, as has been witnessed here. That's all we had for you today, and that is the end of the ACDP trail for now. Let's wait and see what the future holds for the farmers all over Uganda. Keep growing those seeds because there's gold in them. Keep those comments coming in. #NTV Seeds of Gold. Thank you for watching.